Morning guys, what's going on? Well, morning for me, it's like currently 9. I was hoping to actually be up early this morning and try and get started a bit better. I'm off work for the next couple of days, so trying to get a decent bit done to the car over the next few days and hopefully to have it nearly at the stage where I can get it running maybe by the end of tomorrow or start of next week anyway, because I'm off another day next week. Ignore the wipers by the way if you can hear them, because it's actually pouring down outside. But first things first, before we go to the unit, gonna go get a coffee and then we'll head out, get started and hopefully try and finish off where we left off the last time, which was with the engine loom. So we'll see how we go from there. So got my coffee and heading out towards it now, but I just remembered that well, considering how cold it is, like it's like 4.5 degrees at the minute, and our heater ran out of oil as well, so I'm gonna stop, get some more heating oil for that so it's not freezing again today, because yesterday I was out for like half an hour and you could literally see your breath, so don't really want to be working that all day. Gonna stop, get some oil and hopefully be there in about 5 minutes. So I know it's probably really loud, but we're gonna try and ignore the noise of the heater in the background. So from the last day, as I was saying earlier, we were working on the engine loom, so today I'm going to try and get a bit further on the engine loom. All that I've done since the last day is basically set the other part of the loom in. None of it's actually plugged in, it's just sitting there literally so that I know roughly where it needs to go. Next thing I actually want to do is put on one of the turbo pipes. I'm going to start putting on a few more of the actual pipes, mounted coolant pipes, turbo pipes, things like that there, boost pipes. So essentially because there's sensors on them that I need to know where the sensors are, basically. Don't know why I got stuck for words there, but I need to figure out where the sensors are so I know what way to run the loom. If anybody else has done this before, they all like, or had a GTI and obviously knows where the sensors are, but for me I don't have a clue where it is, so the easiest way for me to do it is to put the pipes and things on. So first thing I want to do is start off with that pipe there, a turbo pipe, which literally just goes, it's probably hard to see, you need a torch, but it literally just goes on here, and you put this piece on here, and then it bolts on down the back there. So I'm going to set a wee time lapse and I'll continue on, get that done, and then we'll check back once we've got that pipe on. If you have a look up in there, you can kind of see, it's kind of hard from the whole light, but there's a bracket with a bolt right up at the very top there, that's actually holding on a wee bracket onto one of the lines, so just above the coolant line there. It actually needs, I need to take it out because it actually holds on this pipe as well, and then there's another hole right here, which if you see, kind of can see up in there, it hits off it, so that needs to come off for that one to go on in. So I'm gonna pull that one out, it's this blind, and then pop this back on. So that ended up taking actually far too long, but managed to get all 3 bolts lined up, because there's a bracket down in there, the one I was saying about the multi-spline. You have to get it lined up perfectly, and basically I had to just undo a couple of the different brackets and stuff to try and get it to line up. So next then I'm going to put on the actual pipe coming off the turbo. I need to actually find it first, so it should be in this bundle of stuff here, so we'll have a look for it and then we'll fire it on. Got the pipe and that's it there. Basically this part here just goes on to the actual turbo itself, and there's one screw on it that goes in, and you'll be able to look down in, you'll see it goes over there, and there's a wee Allen key bolt that pops onto there. So I'm going to go ahead, pop that on, and then we'll work on from there. that's that pipe on. Only thing about it is I did have to, let's say, gently caress it in with a hammer, but like I wasn't hitting it hard, just literally tapping it just to try and get it pushed on, because it is a metal pipe. It is even harder to get on. I will have to probably move this cable that's going around here, because it's probably a bit tight in there. There is a bit of room for it to move, but might change it anyway. So at least that's that pipe on now, so let's see what other pipes we'll have and try and work from there. Next thing we'll do is actually put the coolant bottle back in, well, reservoir overfill. I know it's not actually this one from 1.2. I'm not sure if the one for the 1.8 is even any different, but I'm going to put it in because there's a couple of pipes that should be running up to it, so I can eliminate out what's meant to be going there, what's not. So I'm going to fire this on. I'm going to try also route the fuel lines that go up beside it as well, get them clipped in. So I'm going to fire this in now. And then we'll don't know what we're going to do after that, and see what other pipes we've got, try and match them up. Almost got the majority of them all together, and probably need to start working towards boost pipes and figure out what way we're going to have the standard intercooler even sitting for the minute, even though we're putting like a welly cooler single pass on it, but just to get it running, we're just going to put the standard intercooler on, and probably going to have to find a way to mount it up as well. Last clip then, I've actually went and done the PCV as well. So let's do the breather hose pipe that comes from the side of the crankcase up to the turbo pipe. It runs down and actually hit the top of the oil cooler in here, but the pipe's broke, so I'm going to have to replace this section of the pipe. I'm trying to think what else. I'll put this pipe on out of here, which comes down and it'll run into the back of, or the bottom of the radiator. As seen before, had the reservoir on. We've also got this fuel pipe here, which I'm still trying to figure out what way it needs to go. So next thing we'll do, just simply because I'm still trying to research a few pipes of where they're meant to go to, going to change spark plugs, and then more likely going to call it a day. Got a good bit more done today than what I originally expected, so going to fire some new spark plugs in, and then that's that done, and more likely call it a day. So guys, that's the spark plugs all changed. As I said, like some of them were a wee bit wet, but they were actually lying outside. Like none of the water or anything got down into the head or anything, because this engine was sitting outside for a bit, as well as in transport and things like that there. Hopefully, anyway. But those plugs were definitely seen better days, so it's a good job I got them swapped out. So back in tomorrow and hopefully finish off the rest of the pipes and stuff. As well as then maybe try and put the radiator on, and then probably gonna have to jump back into the engine loom, as well as connecting it up with the interior loom. So just need to match up those different sockets. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. See you later.